Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this brand new Vanquish VQ55, a model that is joining rest of the sports lineup next to VQ40, VQ16 and VQ11. We're starting our walkthrough all the way in the aft deck over here, and let's address the elephant or elephants in the room. So this one is powered by 5 Mercury 600 V12 engines, and this makes the boat go speeds exceeding 75 miles an hour. And what's incredible about these engines is they're super quiet. Even though all 5 of them are on right now, I can barely hear them. And what's also very cool about these engines is that they're totally fixed. The only thing that moves in them is the lower unit, which makes them move like a pod system basically, giving a great maneuverability for the boat, even for a size of a boat like this one is. And what's also cool, you can actually maintain this boat from right here. So it opens up like a car hood, and you can obviously see this beautiful V12 badge right over here as well. Carrying on with the tour, probably one of the most impressive things and one of the coolest things on the boat is this huge sunbed. Extremely comfortable. I mean, you can sit over here, and I have plenty of space even in front of my legs over here. Known to Vanquish is this backrest, which is slightly angled, makes it very comfortable to be at. And you know what? Now that I'm sitting over here, even this cushion over here, that it comes out like this is the perfect corner to be at to enjoy the view of Miami right in front of me. As we keep walking towards the midship of the boat, I do want to point out that you have access to your shower head. You can also actually option this boat with a carbon fiber shower coming out from the, or installed in the aft deck over here, which we can put a photo over here how it looks like. And this boat is equipped with manual bimini, so you have carbon fiber poles that go here and on your port side, and it connects all the way to the T-top. Now, this being the first boat, from the second boat, they actually have electric bimini, which comes out from the hardtop, which we will get back to in a moment. You have cleats, one on either side. They sit very low, which is great because when you're at dock, even when you walk to the boat, you don't have to climb over the cleats or the lines. So it's very easy to get on the boat. So what you also have is you obviously have your cleats all the way on the gunwales. You just lift it up. You have 2 buttons on either side. We actually just saw and came from the factory line of a Vanquish, and what they have actually a drain inside, which means that whenever there's a water that collects right over here, there's a drain pipe that goes all the way down, making sure that there's no water being collected within the cleat. Super cool feature. No, we did not leave the boat to some mega yacht tender garage. We are still on board the VQ55, and as you can see, we added some things over here just to give you an understanding how much space the toy storage in the aft has. So this is now the whole sunbed on the aft opens up, and you have this huge toy storage starting all the way over here. This is a full-size paddleboard that you can inflate, and obviously becomes a huge paddleboard, which you can store over here. What you can also do is you can store easily 2 sea bobs. From the next 55s, you can also have an inflator over here. So if you want to blow up your water toys or your fenders, whatever you like, just push a button and it fills it up with air for you. Now, what you can also add is obviously your electrical plugs. So if you want to charge your water toys, you can do that. You can have this whole tender garage extend from here, and you can have it finished with the synthetic teak like you see over here. Because this has so much headspace and so much height, take your foil out of the water and put it over here, plug it into charger, and keep it over here without mounting the foil from the board itself. Talking about some systems before we even go forward, you have a seakeeper over here, and you have a generator. No regular generator. This is Northern Lights, something that you can find usually on mega yachts. Shows the attention to detail and the quality of items Vanquish puts on board of their boats. What's great about the layout of these engines is you can still have kind of like a passerelle or a platform that comes out from the hull, goes all the way down, so easy to get into the water, and with a push of a button you can get it all the way up, and if you want to use it as a gangway for disembarking the boat or getting onto the boat, this is a great option for that. Also, what's cool is getting water toys back out from the water and into the water using this platform right over here. So right above your control units for your platform and for your tender garage or toy storage, you have this huge piece of carbon fiber with 6 cup holders inside and Vanquish logo kind of impressed in as well. Right underneath, you have like a nice storage for your lines, which this is used right now for. So whenever you're getting close to dock, you can just come here, grab a line, easy to put them out, and you don't have to lift up your toy storage. And of course, as you can see, you also have a storage for your fenders. So 5 fenders fit right underneath the lines as well, making the docking so much more easier. Again, showing you that this is truly an owner-operator boat, super easy to use and super easy to dock. The moment we get to this dining area, you have a hardtop. I mentioned that you have an option for electric bimini with a push of a button. Again, this can extend all the way out, giving you plenty of shade, even on the sunbed in the back. Right over here, you have enormous seating area. So this fits, I mean, easily 3 people, no problem whatsoever. You also have an ice box right inside over here. So underneath over here, you have an ice with drinks inside. And of course, cup holders. So 4 on either side, so you have 8 cup holders right over here. And this table is beautifully finished, actually matching the same teak, synthetic teak flooring like you have below. And you also have little, like a trash cubby. So if you do, you know, open up your champagne or open up your wine bottle, you don't have to stand up to trash anything away. You can just reach down below and throw it right over here. Nice attention to detail. A lot of times when you have these seating areas, getting to these back seats can be kind of troublesome. But this one has very nice walkway on both sides, and you can access this seat super easily. You can access this seat super easily. These seats are so deep, and this slight angle of the seat makes it even more comfortable. Talking about comfort, we did a walkthrough of the VQ58, and that had a super cool option, which is the misters. And from hole number 2, you actually have misters also at the hardtop. So you have 2 at the front, 2 in the back, and 2 all the way in the aft, giving you misters all the way to the sunbed in the back as well. What's truly remarkable about this boat is obviously you have a lot of lounge areas, but the entertainment and the attention to detail with entertainment in terms of audio. So you have speakers obviously all around the boat, not to mention that they're flush with the hull, nothing sticks out, but not just having the speakers alongside the gunwales and subwoofers on the seating area over here, you also have speakers all the way at the top of the hardtop over here, which makes this whole boat sound like a true concert hall. I feel bad that I'm not able to make you feel or experience the sound through the video, but you have to come and experience it in person. Carrying on the entertainment over here, we're starting with the fridge space, and this is something that this boat is not lacking for sure. You have your first fridge drawer, you have your second fridge drawer, and you also have a drawer for your shoes. So whenever you come on board, you can tuck them away over here so they're not flying away when you're going 75 plus miles an hour. I notice now all these latches, once again, have Vanquish emblems inside over here, which very subtle that you barely see it, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You have another massive fridge. This is a fridge drawer. You have this insert over here, but what you can do, I'm actually glad that they have some wine bottles over here. You can lift it up, and you can have a champagne bottle. So even when it's all the way open, you can have it stand up nicely over there, so you don't have to worry about the champagne getting warm. Because I would imagine that's the biggest worry that you would have on a perfect day on the water. If you have more than 12 bottles of champagne, you can keep the excess right over here or use this one for your food. Obviously, if you're a champagne drinker or wine drinker, you also need to have a place to pour those things. And you have these nice 2 drawers, the glasses that are stored inside, and they're nicely stored in a foam, so they don't break. And this is not a real glass, but it sure does look like a real glass. But you can pour all your champagne, your cocktails, your wine into glasses over here. And you have also plate storage, again, inside a foam, so it's protected even if you're going full speed jumping over the waves, none of those things are gonna break. And of course, this is not real porcelain, it's again synthetic material, but looks like a stone. We've talked about the drinks, we've talked about the cocktails. Every cocktail needs to have ice inside, and this boat has a proper Hoshisaki ice maker, which once again is a brand from Japan, and a lot of top restaurants, top bars, baristas and barmen around the world swear about this ice maker. And you have this one that comes with the boat. This is your galley area, kind of like cabinets underneath. You have also these locks over here, so the lids don't open up when you go full speed. You open this up on a gas chocks, boom. You have a nice prep area with a sink over here. And if that's not enough for you, you also have an additional other half. So you can equip this in a couple different ways. One is with 2 sinks, because obviously this is maybe too far. So if you want to do your dishes on the starboard side, you can do that. If you want to do your dishes on the port side, you can do that as well. Or if you decide maybe you want to have a barbecue, you can add a barbecue machine here instead. When all these are open, you still have plenty of prep area to have your appetizers being served, or maybe your finger food. Or if you're doing barbecue on one side, you can close down the other side and still use this as a serving area. And of course, not to mention cup holders right over here, cup holders right over here. I want you to tell me something. Count how many cup holders this boat has and put them in the comment section below, and we'll see at the end of the video who was right. Every boat needs fuel. This boat's no different. You have these fuel latches over here, but not a typical fuel latch. Again, shows the attention to detail, the distance that Vanquish goes with absolutely everything. There's no latch to open it, which would take away the clean look, but you do have this nice lid over here. And now you're wondering, well, cool, but when you're going full speed, this is gonna rattle all over the place. Well, no, because it has built-in magnets to keep this lid in the same place, making sure it's always closed, and with just a push of a finger, you can easily open it. Same thing is actually on the other side for your fuel tanks as well. Now, we talked about the trash cubby that is underneath the dining table over there, and obviously that wouldn't be enough. So you have actually a large one right over here as well, fitting plenty enough trash within itself, and it has actually a trash cubby that mounts over here, so you can just lift it up and empty the trash bin once you get back to the marina. Talking about marinas and getting off the boat, you can obviously get off the boat from the back of the boat, but if you have a side dock, you would be nice to have side boarding doors, and this boat has one on either side. And again, rather than having a latch, it has a button. So with the push of a button, so this whole thing opens up, and you have nice side boarding door. These hinges are custom made in-house. So what they do is, first of all, obviously the CNC machine cuts the pieces out. We actually had in the factory also, put a B-roll over here, how they actually look like. But you have these CNC machine cut out pieces, then they're hand polished to an absolute perfection, and then they're PVD coated to make sure that they matches with the rest of the metalwork on the boat. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. The way it closes, you just close it, and within 5 seconds itself, it closes the deadbolts that come out. Voila. Stays closed, and it ain't going anywhere. Same thing, like I mentioned, on your port side as well. We get to the Helm Station. You know, there's a saying that every spaceship needs a Helm Station, and this is very much the Helm Station and the station to be to drive this rocket around. Absolutely incredible. So you have these massive 3 Garmin monitors. They all can be configured to your liking. Think of it like a smart home. You can use all these buttons to control your lights, your nav lights, your domestics. You can manage your air conditioning, which we'll come back to in a second. But what's really cool is all these lights and kind of like a silhouette of the boat over here is matched to the same exact colors like your boat. So this one has a whole color, kind of like a titanium color. You have this over here, and following the same exact cushion color like your boat. Not to mention, of course, the teak, which is the same exact color like this boat. You can click on other modes. You can also configure it, have your own favorites over here. So if you want to have you know, entertainment mode or dinner mode or movie night mode. You can configure that whichever way you like. We mentioned AC. Not only can you have the misters on the hardtop, but when you're going full speed, you want to have maybe a little air that comes to your face. So they have this blade over here, and I can feel cold air coming out right in front of me and making the whole thing so comfortable over here that I wouldn't even want to leave. So if you want to set yourself up and get comfortable, you have these nice backrests, which kind of act as your seating areas. We should push a button, not even with the push a button. This is so light. This is like turning a Rolls-Royce wheel with a pinky. You can just push it down and use it as your seating area. Right? Oh, this is nice. This is super nice. And you also have a button over here, so you can adjust. So if you want to get a little bit closer, you can get yourself closer, or if you want to push yourself back, you can do that as well. You have a leg rest, nice wheel, great view out. You have a huge one-piece windshield, so when you go full speed, you do not get any of the wind on your face. And not to mention, this boat also has side wind doors, which take the turbulence away when you're going full speed, so anybody in the cabin or anybody who's maybe standing right behind you won't get any air on their face, and these kind of navigate the air away from the side of the boat. Right on your fingertips over here, you have your controls for your port side and for your starboard side engines. You also have a joystick, a skyhook, so push a button, the boat stays in the same exact location. Your cruise mode, you can adjust everything, and of course your side power bow thruster and your trim tabs. Everything else is integrated into the boat, such as even your engines. So you can turn the rocket on by just pushing these engine buttons on the touchscreen. Cup holders is not what this boat is lacking for sure. You have 4 cup holders right over here and 4 on the other side, as well as cubby to keep your phone at. So if you want to hide it away, you can keep it in a compartment right in front of you. 4 helm seats, all of them are same exact configuration. And what's really nice is even this metal piece over here is beautifully finished. It gives you that, I mean, this is not even, I don't want to talk about premium or a word luxurious. I think it's so overused words, but this literally feels, everything you touch on this boat, everything you see, it makes you feel like you're on a super yacht. Not on a super yacht that's 50 meters, but a super yacht that has been put into a very small scale of a 55 foot, if you think that 55 feet is small. But absolutely incredible finishes in everywhere you look and everywhere you touch. As we walk towards the bow from the Helm Station, first thing, the walkways are super wide and these gunwales are super high, makes it very comfortable and feels very safe to be on the boat. Nice grab rails, obviously you have one on either side. And first thing you see is this kind of black cover over here. You can pull this thing up, you can put carbon fiber poles. You have actually 3 on either side, and these are stored at the your toy storage in the back. Gives you plenty of shade over here, even in the sunniest days. Also, 2 cup holders on either side. And now we get to the entertainment area at the bow. Easily fits 6 to 8 people sitting around the boat. 8, maybe because there's 8 cup holders for every one of them. I don't know if that's an indicator. Take it how it is. 8 over here, 4 over here, 12 cup holders just at the bow. Now, if you thought that, well, this table is great, but the people who sit here wouldn't be able to reach to their dinner plates maybe. Well, they did think about it. There's a latch, you pull this, and this whole thing comes out on gas chocks. And now you can put another plate over here and sit. And we just push a button, well, push a hand, this whole thing disappears. It makes it look super clean again. Now, let's sit over here. Now let's talk about this area. When you're sitting over here and going at high speeds, and you're like, oh my God, where do I grab? I want to hold on to something maybe. You have handrails right underneath, so you can grab onto it when you're on the way. Same thing, when you're laying down over here, you can actually hold on to feel comfortable. And now you're talking, well, oh, I can't just lay down. Over here, there's not enough space for me. You push a button, yeah? This thing goes all the way down with some magic, this cushion appeared. You put it right over that, and now you have a proper sunbed at the bow. Absolutely fantastic. And when you think, oh my God, there's too much sun, once again, you can put the carbon fiber poles out, plenty of shade from all the elements. Amazing. Now, anchor is something that is a necessity on a boat, but what you don't want to see it is the 90% of the time that you don't use it. And Vanquish has very much thought about it, which is why they've kind of hidden the anchor underneath this lid over here. So with just literally a push of a button, this whole thing opens up and the anchor folds out from itself. Just like this. And what's great is this is not your normal mom and pop anchor. This is a proper Delta anchor. Welcome to the lower cabin of the VQ55. Now, first thing, you saw this door over here. Again, slides like a Rolls-Royce steering wheel with one finger, incredibly smooth. As you come down, nice white steps once again, LED lighting underneath, and a small panel, a Garmin panel to control your inside lights, your nav lights, all the systems, so it's right at your fingertips, even when you're downstairs in the cabin taking a nap or cooling yourself down. Underneath this control panel, you also have a wine cooler from Vitrifigo. So a place to keep all your wines cool at. You can keep some of the smaller bottles standing up maybe and laying down bigger ones. A systems box, so you can keep, that's where you actually turn the ignition and put the keys in, because you know, Mercury still has keys, like physical keys for the boat. A lot of the manufacturers have now moved on to actually fobs. So something for Mercury to think about. Again, as I look over here, you have a nice curved aluminum grab rail and LED lights over here giving you indirect lighting. Headroom-wise, I'm 6'1", plenty of headroom, nice LED lighting above, and you also have a massive windshield giving you plenty of natural lights as well. Right over here is where your owner's bed is at. And oh, this is comfortable. Cushion, I mean, this is like 10-inch cushion, solid 10-inch cushion, super comfy. Talking about comfy, you also have a comfy storage. You have 4 cubbies on either side, plenty of storage to really keep all your things. And you have your AC control. Yeah, so even when you're in bed, actually nice and fast and quick to change temperature either up and down, whatever way you like. What's also neat is you have more champagne flute holders. They're nicely inside a foam, so they won't rattle and it won't break the glasses, even though these are not real glass. Sink, storage, and of course, more storage with holders for your plates and cutouts for your glasses and maybe your wine glasses or water glasses. These can be stored over here. They nicely lock away. Now, you also have a guest cabin, which has its own kind of bulkhead. As we walk down, wow, once again, headroom is something that I'm definitely not lacking of. On my left-hand side, you also have a nice storage over here. Sure, you can put maybe a rod over here, so if you want to hang some clothes, you can easily do that as well. Another AC control unit, so guests have their own separate AC, and 2 twin-size beds, both port and starboard side, and I mean, super comfortable. What's really nice is you have these, you know, if you see a flicker by any chance, this is not the boat, this is just the camera picking up weird light flickering sequences. You have reading lights, one on either side, and a nice drawer over here to keep all your nitty-gritty as well. Both sides, you actually have also USB chargers and power outlets. So if you want to plug in your electronics or charge them, you can easily do that on both sides as well. And of course, more storage on both sides. This is kind of like your living space. You also have a proper head. So behind this door, you have, first thing, very high door frames over here. Standing up everywhere I go. You don't have to duck. Very nice finishes. So this kind of semi-concrete finish, this is synthetic, so it's not real, but it definitely makes it look and feel as if it's a true kind of concrete finish over here. You have a loo over here, mirror, and plenty of storage underneath the sink as well. You have an AC fan. This boat doesn't just have an AC at the bathroom over here. Whenever you use the restroom, you want to have an air filter to clean the air that is inside. And Vanquish has very much thought about it, which means it has its own air purifying filter at the head, making sure that this room smells nice at all times. As I step towards the shower, I guess you can close this whole thing up over here, but you have a nice rain shower, easily a foot, 10 inches to 12 inches right above my head. You have a handheld shower over here, water control unit, and a nice bar over here so you can keep all your shampoos and soaps and dispensers and what else, so it doesn't roll out. Yeah, but plenty of space over here. A nice LED lighting all around as well. And of course, what's great is you have a little hook over here. So if you wanna put a robe over here or you put your towel hanging, you easily can do that. Yachts like these are what really expand your horizons and let you enjoy valuable times with friends and family. And matter of fact, it is scientifically proven that being on the water reduces stress and acts as the best medicine for your nervous system. So if you are looking to buy a Vanquish, then visit YachtWay.com. YachtWay is an award-winning MLS Plus platform that connects you with yacht dealers and brokers near you via modern user interface, making yacht purchasing so much more enjoyable. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.